He was a man who seized a revolution and bent it to his will, a figure of such monumental ambition that he redrew the map of Europe. This is the story of Napoleon Bonaparte, a name etched into history with the blood of conquest and the ink of law. Born into minor nobility on the island of Corsica, Napoleon's rise began amidst the chaos of the French Revolution. While France convulsed, this young artillery officer saw opportunity. His sharp mind and audacious tactics quickly set him apart. He quelled a royalist uprising in Paris with a whiff of grapeshot, earning the gratitude of the new government. Soon, he was given command of the French army in Italy. There, against all odds, he led a series of brilliant campaigns, defeating larger Austrian forces and becoming a national hero. His subsequent expedition to Egypt, though ultimately a military failure, was a masterpiece of propaganda, solidifying his image as a leader of destiny, a modern-day Alexander. Returning to a France ripe for a strong ruler, Napoleon seized power in a coup d'etat in 1799. 5 years later, in a moment of supreme arrogance and power, he took the imperial crown from the Pope's hands in the Grand Notre Dame Cathedral and placed it upon his own head. He was now Napoleon III, Emperor of the French. His reign ignited the Napoleonic Wars, a decade-long conflict that engulfed the continent. He was a master of the battlefield, and his Grande Armée seemed invincible. At the Battle of Austerlitz in 1805, known as the Battle of the Three Emperors, he achieved his greatest victory, a tactical masterpiece that shattered the Third Coalition and cemented his dominance over Europe. But the higher an emperor rises, the further he has to fall. In 1812, driven by a desire to crush his last major rival, Napoleon embarked on his most ambitious campaign, the invasion of Russia. He led a massive army of over 600,000 men deep into the vast, unforgiving plains. Yet the Russians refused a decisive battle, opting instead to retreat and scorch the earth. By the time the French reached a deserted and burning Moscow, winter was setting in. The retreat was a catastrophe. Starvation, frostbite, and relentless Cossack raids decimated the Grande Armée. This disaster shattered the myth of Napoleon's invincibility. Weakened, he was defeated by a coalition of European powers and exiled to Elba. But his story wasn't over. He escaped, returned to France for a dramatic 100 days, and raised another army, only to meet his final decisive defeat at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815 against the forces led by the Duke of Wellington. This time, there would be no escape. Napoleon was exiled to the remote, windswept island of St. Helena in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. He spent his final 6 years a prisoner, dictating his memoirs and crafting the legend that would outlive him. His impact was profound and paradoxical. He was a tyrant who snuffed out the liberty of the revolution, yet his conquests spread its ideals of equality and meritocracy across Europe. The Napoleonic Code, his comprehensive legal framework, remains the basis of civil law in France and many other countries today. His legacy is a complex tapestry of military genius, enlightened reform, and ruthless ambition, a testament to what one individual can achieve and destroy in a single lifetime.